Alrighty, so go ahead and make this quick video for you guys. This packet should be printed out for you. It's approximately 4 pages. The sections of the notes that's provided in Schoology is going to be this section here. And last but not least, on the homework side, this part is provided. Reading and understanding is important here, and also the work. So I'll be showing you how to do some of these problems. Make sure your skills are on point. Now, for the lesson that is posted already for the day, you're going to be graphing linear equations, meaning one line at a time. When you graph y equals mx plus b, this is called slope-intercept form, okay? It basically starts out your pattern that you need. Your b is going to be your y-intercept, okay, which is this line right here, where you start on this line, the birth. And your m is your movement, aka your slope. How you go from one point to the next, okay? How you go from one point to the next. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and graph this first one right here. So we got to take into account what is the b value and what is the m value. For number 1 here, it says the b value is -8. So I go on my y-axis and I count down to -8. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. I'm going to put a point right there, a red point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just to double check. And now I'm going to go to my slope. I would prefer that my slope be a fraction, all right? Changing y over the change in x. Now, y is up and down, x is left and right. We call this rise over run. That's what it's called. So anyways, my starting point is going to be right here at -8. And my slope, I know you don't see it, but there's a number in front of this. It is a 1 over 1. All right, you don't see it. So 1 over 1. Invisible ones. Now what that means go up 1 and to the right 1. Remember, the number up top tells you how far to go up and down. The number on the bottom tells you how far to go left and right. So here we go. We go up 1. From here, we go up 1 and to the right 1. We're going to put a point here, all right? And then we're going to do that same move again. Up 1 to the right 1. You're going to keep adding these points until you have no more room for points. Why do we do this? For complete accuracy, all right? The more points, the more accurate the line. As you can see, there is some space going backwards, all right? We can go this way as well. A line goes in both directions infinitely, okay? So let's go back. So down 1 to the left 1. The opposite of up and to the right is down and to the left. Again, down and to the left should end this right here. Make sure you finish with arrow tips at the end and do your best to draw the straightest line that you can. Mine not so perfect, but it's okay. All right, so that's how you draw a line, okay? This is how you draw a line. Now I'm going to draw this other line here. I'm going to make this my blue line, okay? It's going to be my blue line. My blue line has a b value of +1, so I'm going to start at +1 on this line. That's going to be right here at dead center, up 1, all right? So we go here. And then the movement, our slope is -2. I like to see a fraction. So how do we make -2 a fraction? We put it over 1. All right. What that says now, since the number up top says up and down, this says down 2 to the right 1. Down 2 and to the right 1. That's how we're going to move. So here we go. From this point right here, we're going to go down 2 to the right 1. Down 2 to the right 1. You're going to keep following this pattern down 2 and to the right 1 until you can't anymore. And then ultimately we'll reverse the pattern. So down 2 and to the right 1, I should have a point here. Down 2 and to the right 1, another point. Down 2 and to the right. Oh, they share a point right there. We call that the solution. But let's keep it moving. Down 2 and to the right 1. Now ask yourself, what is the opposite of down and to the right? Up and to the left. So let's go up and to the left. This should complete our line. Okay. And we put all the points that we can till we have no more space. And try to make the straightest line possible. There it is. We just graphed two lines at the same time. And when those two lines cross at one point becomes your solution. Okay. So if I name this point, I have to name it according to its x value and according to its y value. So right here, I'm going to head towards the x. What number is that? That is 1, 2, 3. X value is 3. Now I'm going to head towards the y. What is this value? Start in the middle, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Easy money. And that's how you graph number 1 right there. Graph two lines, they meet at one point. You have to name that solution, that coordinate. It's always going to be x, comma, y. Always. All right, send that off. Now let's go to a different problem now. Let's see. Let's go to number 5 right here. Number 5 has a special scenario. This purple line right here. Now let's make it blue. Anytime you got y equal to any number and no other information, it's going to be a horizontal line. Okay. So what we need to do is find out where y is -7. You can count. Here's the y-axis. We start here at 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. We need to put a point right here at -7. Recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to draw a horizontal line. Wherever you are on this line, y is -7. All right. So special case scenario right there. Now for our red line right here, this one up top. This bad boy is not ready to be graphed yet. There's some work that we have to do in order to get the slope-intercept form. Here's the work. And if at any time you need to pause the video to ask a friend, hey, what just happened? You do that. First thing we're going to do, let's move x to the other side, because that's where it's supposed to be. So when we do that, it crosses out. And over here, you're going to rewrite this as -x minus 15. You cannot put x and 15 together. I repeat, you cannot put x and 15 together. Now let's drop down to 3y. Now, gonna need this invisible 1 right here. Let's divide by 3 everywhere. And now here's how it works out. Remember, for the slope, we do want a fraction right here. Let's keep this fraction. The goal is to get y by itself. So -1/3 does not simplify to anything. That's just -1/3, aka down 1 to the right 3. And over here in the calculator, -15 divided by 3 is -5. We can graph this, all right? We can graph this. This graph is going to give life at -5. This is where the line is born, all right, your y-intercept. So we go to -5. This is my red line, so -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and put a point right there. Put my point at -5, and my movement from this point is going to be right here, down 1 to the right 3. Down 1 to the right 3. So down 1 to the right 3 would be right here. 1, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Down 1 to the right 3. Down 1 to the right 3. Just like that. And what's the opposite of down and to the right? Up and to the left. Up, go over 3. Up, go over 3. Those are the points, all right? Now let me clean up this side a little bit. These are all our points right here. Do your best to connect those dots as straight as you can to make your line, and always finish your line with arrow tips. And of course, the point where they cross is called the solution, okay? This is called a solution. And so what are the coordinates for this point? I know the y already. Y has to be -7. Come on now. Remember right here? This has to be -7. Now, what about my x value? If I draw that line for my x value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 -7 is my solution. Remember, my y value right here is -7. My x value here is 6, so my solution is 6, -7. Always x, comma, y. Okay? So anytime you have a problem like this that's in standard form, you have to change it to slope-intercept form before you graph it, all right? As given in the instructions. And now one more I'm going to do with y'all. Let's do number 8 right here. Let's do number 8. Number 8 has another special situation. This guy right here. Anytime you have x equal to any number, it's going to be a vertical line. We just need to go where x is equal to -2. So here's a 0, -1, -2. We need to put a point right here and then a vertical line. Vertical means up and down. That one's done. That's our special scenario. Now here we go. Right here we got 3x minus 2y equal to -18. We gotta, I repeat, we gotta get y by itself. So let's work that out. This is going to be our blue line. And again, pause this video at any time to ask questions about what's going on. Don't be lost. Back to it. All right, let's subtract 3x on both sides. And we do this just to move the x over. We rewrite to -3x and -18. You cannot mix those two together. You can't do -18 minus 3 and say it's -21. You cannot do that, all right? This guy has an x, so you cannot mix them with this. You just rewrite it. Put the x in front. Now let's drop down the -2 times y, and we're going to divide by -2 everywhere. Your job is to simplify, and we love fractions right here at the slope, okay? We like fractions. So here we go. Let's cross that part out right there. Oh, divided by a negative. Negative divided by a negative is a positive 3/2x. Same thing here. Negative divided by a negative is a positive 9. This is a positive 9. We can graph this, all right? This is our blue line. We can graph this. This says we should start at +9, so count all the way up to 9. Start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. And now the slope says up 3 and to the right 2. That's what it says. All right. Up 3 to the right 2. That is a +3. That's a +2. We do not have enough space to go up 3 and to the right 2. So now we go back to this guy. How would we read this? The opposite of up and to the right is down and to the left. Down 3 to the right 2. Here's how that movement looks. Down 3 to the right 2. Down 3 to the right 2. Down 3 to the right 2. We just keep on going until, of course, there's no more space for points. Draw your arrow and voila, look at there. We have a solution, okay? We got a solution right there, all right? So this solution is located on the corner of x equals -2 and y equals, let's count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer would be -2, 6. All right, so we got 3 examples in for you guys. All right, 3 examples for you. Disclaimer, I'll just throw this out there, even though you do have to graph it. What number is that one? That is number... all right, yeah, here we go. Number 6 right here. Number 6 right here is a no solution. All right. It's a no solution. Okay. And I'm going to graph it and show you why. Yes, babe. I'm about to give it to him now, okay? It's 8 o'clock. The fudge. All right, so here we go. This guy's ready to be graphed right here. Let's make him red. The slope is 1/1. Y'all see it. Let's start at +5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put our first point right there. And the slope is up 1/1. So up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1. And then we reverse it down to the left. All the points that we can add. Arrow tips. Do your best to draw your line. Now for the next one right here, we can't graph it yet. We got to get y by itself. All right. So let's do that work. Remember, you can pause at any moment to get caught up. We're going to minus x on both sides. That becomes -x and a +2. All right. These two right here cannot be combined. So -x, +2, -x plus 2. We cross this little piece out and bring down the -y. Oh, put those invisible ones in there, and we're going to divide by -1 everywhere. Now, what that does, it makes our slope right here, negative divided by negative, positive 1/1 x. And over here, we got +2 divided by -1. That's going to be -2. What do you notice about this guy and this guy? They got the same slope, but different intercepts. So they're born in different places. This second line is born at -2, but the slope is the same, up 1/1. Slope is still the same. When the slopes are the same, but the intercepts are different, you're going to have lines that never cross, all right? Never in their history will they cross each other. This is called a no solution. As you can see, there is no point of intersection, okay? There is no point of intersection. Last thing I'll say with number 4, good luck. This would be an example of infinite solutions, okay? Or IS, as they would call it. Or they would say all real numbers, some stuff like that. You guys can handle number 4 on your own. And this should conclude the video. You guys stay busy, get some work done, and I hope to see you guys